Today we're diving into something that affects pretty much anyone who's ever applied for a job. The hidden algorithm that decides if you're even considered employable in the first place.
All right, let's just get right into it, because I'm pretty sure you've been here. You find that perfect job, the one, and you spend hours, maybe even days, right, polishing that resume, writing the perfect cover letter. You hit send, and crickets. Nothing. It's like it just disappeared into a black hole. But what if I told you it didn't just disappear? What if it was seen and judged and tossed out before a human being even knew you existed?
So who or what is this invisible gatekeeper? The thing standing between you and that dream job?
Well, it's called an Applicant Tracking System. You'll probably see it called ATS for short. And you can basically think of it as a piece of software, kind of like a digital bouncer at the club door. Its whole job is to filter resumes automatically. Because let's be honest, recruiters are getting hundreds, sometimes thousands of them.
And this is where what we think happens and what actually happens just completely splits apart. See, we have this picture in our heads, right? A hiring manager sitting there with a coffee, carefully reading through our resume. But the reality? Nope. An algorithm gets first dibs. And it's not looking for your amazing, unique experience. It's just scanning for keywords.
So to get past this robotic bouncer, you've got to crack what's called the keyword code. See, these systems, they don't get nuance, they don't care about your passion. They just check your resume against a super specific list of words. And if you don't have the magic words, well, you're not getting on the list.
Okay, so let's actually walk through the pretty cold, robotic journey your application takes. Step 1, the system sucks in your file. Step 2, it scans. It's looking for those keywords, but it's also looking at your formatting. And get this, something as simple as using columns or a weird font can get you thrown out right there. Step 3, it gives you a score, a grade, based on how well you match the job description. And finally, step 4, based on that score, it makes a simple choice, reject. Or maybe forward to an actual human.
And this right here, this sums it all up. The game has totally changed. It's not just about being the best person for the job anymore. It's about being the most machine-readable person for the job. Think about that. A tiny choice, like the wrong file format or using a synonym the machine doesn't recognize, can literally make you invisible.
Now, it's worth pointing out that this isn't exactly the same everywhere you go. Here in the United States, there are pretty few restrictions on how all this applicant data gets used. But over in Europe, it's a different story. They have regulations like GDPR, which actually give candidates more rights. For instance, you can often ask why you were rejected by an automated system. That's a level of transparency that's just, well, it's pretty rare in the US.
Okay, so all of this leads to a really big and honestly kind of unsettling question about this whole process. How much are people actually involved in the beginning? I mean, is there even a human in the loop at all?
And I know what you're thinking. Okay, I get it. The machine does the first cut, but a real person definitely looks at the resumes the algorithm picks, right? I mean, that's just common sense.
Well, prepare yourself, because on average, a staggering 75% of resumes submitted for any given corporate job are filtered out by the ATS before they are ever seen by a human being. Just let that sink in for a second. 3 out of every 4 people who apply are rejected by a machine, period.
So with that crazy statistic in mind, it forces us to ask a new question. If a machine is the first one to judge us, what are we actually being judged on? It feels like we need to completely redefine what merit even means.
I mean, really think about it. If that first judge isn't a person, then the rules of the game we thought we were playing, they've changed completely. All those years of experience, all your unique skills, that might not even be what gets you in the door anymore.
Because in this new world, merit isn't just about your background and your potential. Merit now also means, are you machine readable? Did you align your resume with the exact right keywords? Did you use the correct simple formatting? Did you pass some automated test before a person even knew your name?
And so that leaves us with this one final really big question to think about. If the first gatekeeper, and let's be real, often the only gatekeeper that decides our professional fate isn't even human, then what does merit really truly mean anymore?